child abuse. What a fucking great topic to get into. I saw Blair White's recent video, and she's obviously more like obligated to talk about this than I am because she actually is transgender. But I need to say something about this, especially because it connects to a video I made in the past, which is why I'm on my channel here. Either before or after this video, please check out this video here, Trans People Regret Transitioning, right here. Make sure you watch that video because I go into a lot of detail about the corruption within the trans community and like how kids are being taught about it at very young ages, abnormally young ages, pushed into it, and the epidemic surrounding it because many people who transition, as the video explains, there's an increasing number of people who regret transitioning because they did it at a young age and didn't realize that it was more or less just a phase. It's already been proven that the majority of people who identify as non-binary are actually just 14-year-old kids who, in their 20s, almost always regret the decision they made and want to transition back, but because they scar their bodies and are not able to, they end up in depression, sometimes commit suicide, and it's just awful. And the fact that you have schools now that are deliberately teaching this stuff for the sole purpose of corrupting kids, it just shows that they put the importance of their movement above the actual well-being of the kids. And they've been increasingly going younger and younger and younger and younger in terms of who they teach. What we're reacting to here today, that Blair reacted to, is the fact that they're teaching 5-year-olds. I mean, that's too young to teach them about sex in general, let alone the more complex psychological LGBT portion of it. It's just ridiculous, but I think most people know, Blair didn't say this, because maybe she doesn't know, but I'm a psychology expert, and I can tell you that, just like religion, they deliberately start at a young age like that because they're easier to manipulate. That's the actual reason. It has nothing to do with, like, studies have proven that 5-year-olds want to transition. No, they're starting at 5 because they feel they're having trouble manipulating and brainwashing older people, so they're going for younger ones, which just, amplifies the child abuse. Now, my video is not a copy of Blair White's. I am going to be talking about the same videos, but I'm not copying her. I just want to speak about this as well. And also, the way she talks is very, very tame. So I think a topic like this needs someone like me to push it to the front with not holding any words back. So you can see from a video like this one that their goal is to brainwash as well as abuse these kids because they are too young to be understanding things like this. The whole trans thing is so complex and, as proven, you have to have gender dysphoria and body dysmorphia in order to be transgender. But they don't believe that, hence why they teach kids of this age. But the way it damages these kids in the future is awful, and they don't care. So check this out.
Yeah.
If you were a girl when, you're little, how did you, change to become, a boy?
That is a question that shouldn't even be answered. They should just be you're too young for this. But they wouldn't. I mean, the whole reason they're there is to brainwash these kids. So the kid is so young, he's having trouble asking the question, let alone understanding it. For God's sakes, you cannot decide if you are in the correct body at 5 fucking years old, and these assholes don't care.
So in my 20s, for my personal journey, I started with hormones, which is what changed.
Yeah, let's teach 5-year-olds about hormones.
My voice a bit, and it changes your body a little bit. Yeah.
Like I said in my other video, it's been proven that most of the kids who claim to be transgender at a young age, and pretty much everyone who claims to be non-binary, are just going through a phase. They're teenagers, or in this case even younger. They feel lost, they feel depressed, anxious, they're in social groups. All of those kinds of factors makes most teenagers, even just regular teenagers who are not a part of this, feel, anxious or alienated as part of their lives. That's actually something that most teenagers face. Most of them, okay? Most face this. Imagine if there's a poor kid facing that like any other kid, and instead of giving them real help and support like we used to do back, when the world was sane, we instead are going, hey, you must be depressed because you're in the wrong body. I know you're only 5, but take these hormone replacement pills. That's essentially what they're saying, is that, oh, you know, you're not depressed, you know, about this. And what these kids do, are young teenagers, is that they will accept this solution because they've had it, like, pushed into their brain, and because, like, their parent or their teacher goes, well, you enjoy Disney princess movies, so you must be a girl. It's time to transition. They're not old enough to make these kinds of decisions, and when they are depressed in their lives because they're just regular teenagers, they're looking for whatever solution to make themselves feel better, but only in the moment. Taking a permanent change for a temporary feeling. Hence why so many regret.
Which is what changed my voice a bit, and it changes your body a little bit. Yeah.
Like, now that you have a bit of a beard.
Yeah. So that is because I'm on testosterone.
So, like...
Yeah, let's teach kids what testosterone is. Fucking great.
Do you have male or female parts?
I'm sure a lot of people ask, or a lot of people are wondering that. For me personally, I have had top surgery, which means that I had, the technical term is a double mastectomy.
Have these kids even been taught what breasts are yet?
So I did have my breasts removed, so I have scars here on my chest. And then I really only talk about kind of what's in my pants.
What's in my pants? Great. Great way of medically teaching them.
If people are getting in there.
Is it just me, or is that kind of pedophilic? Only if people are getting in there. Do you want to get in there, little boy? It's just... It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
We're going to play a game involving some chairs. How are these chairs that you selected?
Comfortable.
Yeah, you look very comfortable. How are you down there?
Not comfortable.
Maybe that chair doesn't feel like it suits you, right? Why don't we switch chairs? Let's see. Everybody's going to stand up. You're going to do a little walk.
I'll try this.
You're going to walk it out, and then I'll ring.
This is what they're teaching children. The fucking experiment that he's doing is, well, if you're not comfortable in your body, aka the chair, just move to a different body, aka a different chair. But this is not what kids will understand. You're giving them several ideas that are not true. Number one, you're making them to believe that this change is very quick and easy. Two, you're making them believe that it's like not something that will scar them for life if it's the wrong decision. Three, you're making them believe that something as easy as changing into a comfortable chair is as basic as changing gender. And four, you're making them believe that it's easy to switch back, just like it is to change to a different chair. You need to show the complexity of this kind of decision by giving a complex example. They're kids, but what the fuck do you care? You're doing it on purpose anyway.
Ring the bell. Can you walk? Walk it out. Walk it out.
Sashay. No, I don't want to go in the chair.
I feel like
By playing musical chairs now?
you moved from the most uncomfortable to the second most uncomfortable.
Well, this
Or
is
that
okay.
that one works for you?
Yeah.
That everybody has bodies, everyone has vessels, and these chairs are like various vessels. They're like various bodies. So some of us feel very comfortable in some of our cushy chairs.
If you have body image insecurities like so many kids these days, body image insecurities does not mean they're transgender. You can have body image insecurities without being transgender, and to simply tell them, well, if you're insecure, it must be because you're trans. Time to take some hormones and change your whole fucking body. This is so fucking abusive.
Some of them are like, this would be better if I had a pillow on it. And some people are like, no, but this is not good for me. Same as, you know, some body parts, right? These body parts did not work for my body, and everybody is going to find out who they are in...
Yeah, thank you. By the way, the captions at the bottom are mocking him, but obviously the first one is saying what he thinks, so that's why I read it in the way I did. But anyway, yeah, everybody or 0.002%. That's true. That's how low the LGBT percentage is. Well, I shouldn't say LGBT, sorry. Just the trans community, obviously.
Different ways, whether that's surgery, whether that's hormones, or whether it's nothing at all.
These kids don't even look interested, and they shouldn't be. But there are a lot of kids that are taken in by this abuse, and it's just so fucking awful. So this is another one that Blair reacted to. It's just as fucking bad. Here you go.
Topic is what's up down there.
Classroom.
But don't.
Yeah, the natural kid shyness. It is fucking natural. And like, look at her justification.
Worry, we're not talking about your genitals. We're just talking about genitals in general.
This is too young for sex ed, especially when it's a more complex version of it. And it also doesn't matter if it's their genitals or just genitals in general. It's just too fucking much for them. Like, what? I keep asking, like, why and all this shit, but I know why. We all do.
So we're gonna get a little bit of help from our dolls Ginger and Blue to help everybody learn about what's up down there.
So we got this basket of body parts, and you are going to figure out where they go on Ginger and Blue. You can do whatever you want. Put them where you think they go. Put them where you think they don't go.
I agree with that caption. It's really pedophilic. It seems like they just want the kids to fondle them.
Creative, have a blast.
And here are all of our body parts.
So dive in.
Yeah, dive right in.
How do you attach it? Use the soft one. I'm placing on this.
Yeah, you can hook right on. So make a what? Okay, so you know what you can do? Just kind of pinch there to give it some, yeah.
What is the fucking point of this? That's what the fucking kids created. Lovely.
What if you put a multi on this? What hurts that?
They put a penis and boobs on the same doll.
You guys put.
This is a hairy penis.
So you guys put these for lips, but this is actually a kind of genitals, so it could have gone down here.
As you can all see, Ginger is looking mighty fine.
You see, here's the thing. Right now, they are actually turning it into a trend. The doll has breasts and a penis. Well, they shouldn't be doing this at all. But if they are going to do it, they should at least say, what you're looking at here is a hermaphrodite. Some people are born with both, or something like that. But instead, they're making it trendy, like, this person's looking mighty fine. You could look fine, too, if you're a boy and you get breasts. Or if you're a girl and get a penis. Just carve up your body. No big fucking deal. Just do it for fun, because we want you to.
Daddy has like a vulva there, and then there's like 4 balls.
Ginger also has not
Why?
one penis, but 2.
Are you now telling these kids that it's normal to have 2 penises?
And 4 testicles.
1 penis, hair, and this thing.
I think you've done a great job. This is very creative. There's no one in the world like Ginger.
See, that's awful to say. This is very creative. There's no one else in the world like this. You're telling them to be unique, but in a bad way. You're telling them to just go and carve up their bodies at any age and make your body look creative. When in reality, you're actually going to be chopping things off or adding things on. Like, you're fucking up these kids' heads.
True or false? There's no right or wrong age to fall in love.
The question was, there's no right or wrong age to fall in love, and they all picked true. This is gonna make the kids believe that the kids can be any age to fall in love, but so can adults. This is so pedophilic. It's basically making the kids believe that it's not bad if a 40-year-old falls in love with a 10-year-old because there is no right or wrong way to fall in love. You should be telling the kids there's no right or wrong age to fall in love as long as it's within the age group, and it also doesn't matter what age you are, as long as the other person is within your group. Like, the idea is you can be any age to fall in love. You can fall in love at 15 or you can fall in love at 50. As long as the other person is that age. But you're not clarifying it for these fucking kids. This is so pedophilic, and I think they know that.
This is true. People fall in love at all different kinds of ages.
Is anybody
With each other? How about clarifying?
here in love?
That's pretty cool.
I'm in love with pizza. I'm in
See? They're just normal kids, like the caption says, and they're trying to make these kids abnormal. Yeah, I don't really care about all this trans shit. I like pizza. It almost... I know it's not, but it almost feels like the kids are trying to get off the subject.
love with sour candy.
Me too.
Yes, it actually makes me happy. Please just talk about candy and toys. Don't fucking talk about falling in love with other people, even if they are your age, because first of all, you're like 7, so you shouldn't be falling in love with another 7-year-old anyway, because you're both too young for love. But the point is, I feel like these fucking people are trying to make you fall in love with adults.
I'm in love with Shawn Mendes.
Whatever, a celebrity, fine.
Amazing. There are all kinds of different relationships. There are all kinds of different ways to show love.
And when it comes down to it, love is just love.
Love is just love. Is that what you do when you want to molest the kids? You walk up to them and say, I know I'm in my 40s, and I know you, haven't even started puberty yet, but hey, love is just love, and I love you, so come sit on my lap, little Billy. This is disgusting. This is so fucking disgusting, but it's not surprising. We've talked about this before. We've all seen videos like this before. This is just one of many. This is one of the many things that the LGBT plus people are doing, and it's fucking child abuse, even if people don't want to admit to it.